Adam Schiff rearing his head once again.
Yep.
And I'd say ugly head, because it's ugly to play politics at this time in our nation when we are going through a pandemic. But it's interesting, Dad. He tweeted out, well, we did this after Pearl Harbor and after 9/11. But here's what he tweeted 4 days ago.
We're not after anything yet. We haven't even reached the crux of this.
But here's what he tweeted 4 days ago about President Trump. Whether it's military aid or ventilators or a foreign ally or an American governor, I've said it before and I'll say it again, you cannot count on Donald Trump to do what's right for this country. You can only count on him to do what's right for Donald Trump.
Their intentions are clear. We're not even anywhere near.
No.
We're just in the beginning of this, and they're asking for after-action reports? Why in the world, with everything going on right now,
why
would you do this? I know why, the political answer. When we probably are going to need an infrastructure bill, some kind of basically phase 4 to keep the economy going. And this is what they're going to focus on today.
Because these Democrats, Nancy Pelosi's disgusting. She's a disgrace. Adam Schiff is a disgrace. He should have left his position as intelligence chair when he decided to lead the impeachment effort and failed impeachment effort, when he failed to impeach the president and drag the country through that, instead of having Congress focus on COVID-19.
When did the president know about this? And what did he know? What did he know and when did he know it? That's for an after-action review. But as the president fiddles, people are dying. And we just have to take every precaution.
And then you've got Congressman Collins from Georgia, who I think has got the perfect response to this.
He just can't help himself. This is a man who for a year has done nothing but over a year has attacked this president, tried to go through the Mueller report, the impeachment. He said there was things in, the president did, it was in plain sight that he did wrongdoing. It's just, he just can't help himself. Even in quarantine, even in isolation, it sounds like all he wants to do is focus on the president.
We're not even at the apex of this thing, not even close to it. And they're already doing what they do best, and now to create a volume, what I guess would be volume 4 of the Mueller report. The ghost of Bob Mueller lingers.
We should be focusing on this horrible pandemic that has hit the nation. The president is doing everything he possibly can, acted in a timely fashion when the information that he received was ripe, and did the things that he was supposed to do as commander-in-chief and leader of the nation. And yet the Democrats back again, more investigations, more hoaxes, more witch hunts, more waste of money, another 2 years, another $20 million. When will it stop?
Literally every American is being asked to personally sacrifice for the good of their neighbors, stay inside, many losing their jobs, cut back on hours, cut back on income. That's a time when Democrats in Washington, D.C. decide to play politics. Here's the most frustrating part about this to me, though, Jay. There is a very specific role that Speaker Pelosi and Chairman Schiff and Congress as a whole are supposed to be playing right now. They are the liaison to their constituents. So we take phone calls every day on this broadcast, people that want to figure out how to apply for these loans or what they need to do to get their stimulus check if they did not file their tax returns. Jay, that is Adam Schiff's job. He is supposed to be interfacing with his constituents to make sure that they get what they need from the administration, from the Treasury Department. How about they go back to doing their job to make sure that their constituents get the assistance that they need?
We started the impeachment, basically. The formal hearing started on the 21st or 22nd. But the week before, remember, we had the answer and all that, the 15th. Then it went through February 5th. So 3 full weeks. While this, obviously, the coronavirus thing was an issue. And then, hold on, Andy. And then we're not even near the apex of it, Andy, and Adam Schiff does it again.
Adam Schiff's reason for being is to remove Donald Trump as president of the United States, to undermine his actions as president, to do everything he can to impede the commander-in-chief's attack on the pandemic, and to lead and in his efforts to lead this nation.
He will even do it in the middle of a crisis when our country is told to unite, when our country, we had on yesterday the Democrat Florida Director of Emergency Response, because this is a time when we unite as a country to combat a virus.
If it was about an aftermath, about a response, it wouldn't be announced till then. It's announced in the midst of it so they can have a political attack.
This is who I blame for this virus taking its hold the way it has in the country. Democrats, specifically Adam Schiff, and and Nancy Pelosi okayed it. They knew at the same time this was happening. They were being briefed on it, on COVID-19. They moved forward with impeachment articles. They knew would not lead. There was no way possible, if you even got all the witnesses they wanted, it would never lead to 67 U.S. senators voting to remove the president. But they distracted the entire Senate. And then when the president shut down travel to China, they called him xenophobic and a racist. And then when he shut down travel to Europe, they called it, Nancy Pelosi said it was overreacting. So thank God Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff aren't running the response to COVID-19.
That's 100% correct.